my name is Elizabeth and I'm the Young Adult Program Librarian at the Spring Branch Memorial Library. And in today's Teen Time, we're going to learn how to code and create a basic web page using HTML coding. To create your own web page with HTML, all you need is a computer with Notepad and access to a web browser like Google Chrome or Firefox. So there are lots of websites that you can access through the internet, but how are they all created? One way is through HTML coding. HTML coding creates the content and structure of the web pages in the website. It's what makes the words that you actually see on the web page. To create your own HTML web page, you first need to open Notepad. You can do that by going to the little Windows icon, the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, and clicking on it. Then you can type in Notepad. And there you go, it's right there. If you click on it, it will open it for you. Now we already have a Notepad page pulled up, so we're just going to use that. So to start coding your HTML web page, you first have to type opening bracket, HTML, closing bracket. What we just typed is called an opening HTML tag. HTML tags start with a left angle bracket and end with a right angle bracket. In the middle is the character. The character tells what the whole tag's purpose is. So here, the character HTML tells us that we're creating an HTML web page. Next, let's type opening bracket, head, closing bracket. The head tag tells that we're about to give information about the web page. So a piece of information we can give about the web page is the title or the name of the web page. So let's code that by typing opening tag, opening bracket, title, closing bracket. So the title opening tag tells the web page user the name of the web page. The name that you give it is usually shown in the browser tab at the top of the screen. The actual name is typed after the opening title tag. So let's give it the name, my website. Now we have to put a closing HTML tag. Most HTML elements that make up HTML coding need both an opening tag and a closing tag. A closing tag is just like an opening tag, except for it has an extra / before the character. So here the closing tag is opening bracket / title closing bracket. So we're done typing information about the page now, so we can put the closing tag for head. So let's type opening bracket / head closing bracket. Now let's type what will actually show up in the web page, the words you're going to see on the screen. To do that, we have to type opening bracket body closing bracket. This tag body tells the web page that everything inside the body opening and closing tags is what's shown in the web browser when the web page is pulled up. So let's add some content to show up in our web page after this body tag. You can put lots of different content or tags inside your web page, but we're just going to cover a couple of the basics. First, let's put the opening tag, opening bracket, H1, closing bracket. H1 creates a large heading. So let's write hello before we put the closing tag, opening bracket / H1, closing bracket. The word hello is between the opening H1 tag and the closing H1 tag, which means the word hello will show up as a large heading in our web page. Now, let's put the opening tag, P for paragraph. So let's put opening bracket, P, closing bracket. The P here creates a paragraph of text. So after the opening tag for P, you can type anything that you want to show up as a paragraph in your web page. It doesn't have to be a full paragraph. We're just going to put one sentence. We're going to put thanks for visiting my web page. Now we're going to put the closing tag, opening bracket / P, closing bracket. So the sentence, thanks for visiting my website, is inside the opening tag for P and the closing tag for P. So the sentence, thanks for visiting my webpage, will show up in your as a paragraph of text in your webpage. You can add as many headings and paragraphs as you want to your webpage. We're just going to end there on ours though. So to finish your web page, you have to put the closing body tag. So let's put opening bracket / body closing bracket. If you don't type the closing tag, the web page wouldn't know what you're trying to do and it wouldn't work. Computers are actually pretty dumb and they can't know to fix the little mistakes that we make in coding. For the coding to work, it has to be typed perfectly. We have to remember those closing tags and spell the characters correctly. Finally, let's put the closing HTML tag. So let's type opening bracket / HTML closing bracket to show that we're done creating this HTML web page. So now that we've coded our web page, let's go over how to save it and view it in a web browser. So you can click File and then Save As. Make sure you save it somewhere you'll remember. So I'm going to save it in Documents. So in file name, you can give the web page any name you want. I'm going to give it Website. After the name, make sure you type .html to show that you're creating an HTML web page. And then change the Save As type to All Files to create the web page. Hit Save, and then to see your web page, you have to pull it up. So let's go to our Files, open that up, and go to Documents where we saved our web page. You should see a little icon for a browser. If you double click on it, it'll open up your web page in your default browser. So here we can see the title My Website that we gave it. We can see the heading Hello and the paragraph of text, Thanks for visiting my webpage. If you want to open up in a different web browser, you can right click on the name of your file and then hit Open With, and let's try Google Chrome. So here's what it looks like in Google Chrome. Same thing, we have the title My Website, the heading Hello, and the paragraph Thanks for visiting my webpage. Just so you know, your webpage is not stored on a web server connected to the internet, which means your web page is for you and you alone to view, and no one else can see it. So thank you for watching this video about creating a basic HTML web page. If you're interested in learning more about coding and website creation, then keep an eye out for our teen programs at the Spring Branch Memorial Library. Every fall and spring semester, we typically host at least one series of coding classes. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments, and feel free to add pictures and screenshots of the websites that you code. Thank you so much, and y'all have a great day.